Hey guys, good morning.
Good morning. Hey,
Good morning.
Good
Bruna,
morning.
Yuri, Junior, Leandro, Giovanna, Giovanna.
Morning, guys.
Buonas, buongiorno. I'm learning some Italian just by being around the TNT in Italian. So if you want to learn a couple of things, like me and Yuri, we already know a couple words in French, like fantastique,
Oui.
oui, je m'appelle. So we are doing great, but
Bonjour,
not.
Accent.
ça va bien?
Almost fluently.
Yeah,
Je m'appelle
almost
Flo.
fun. Yeah, exactly. So we are gonna do different today. This morning it's going to be me and Anna, and we're gonna talk about harassment. I don't know if you know this word, but it harass. I don't even know how to say that properly. So what happens when you don't know
Harassment.
harassment? So when you don't know anything in English, you just check, no problem. Okay. So harassment. All right. So everybody repeat by yourself. Harassment. 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 Okay. So we're gonna talk about this, and I know this is really how can I explain? For women, it's really bad to talk about this. And I know this week it's been tough, and a lot of people they went into my inbox, my private message to say thank you and to say that it was really hard to put it out somehow, and that they realized a couple of things that they didn't before. So it was really good, though hard. And I know the feelings we have inside ourselves, it might be, you know, I don't know how to say that. It's like it might be more. You might be feel you might be more sensitive, about the topic. So if you have anything that you want to talk or anything, really talk to me, to Anna, to Bruna, to Junior, to any of the hosts, and we are gonna try to handle the situation somehow. All right. So welcome everybody. Good morning. TNT number 281. So is there anyone here for the first time ever? Like just raise your hand and say me. Okay. What's your name?
My name's Wilker.
Wilker. Great. Good to have you here, Wilker.
Thank
Alexandre Matos, welcome. I saw your message on the Telegram chat, so feel free to practice English. Mistakes are more than welcome, okay? So we are not here,
Wow.
it's not a class, and we are not here to correct you, okay? Classes and corrections are in another section, okay? Talk to another person. So we have classes in English, but here and on TNT, we are here to practice, okay? And to really expose ourselves, because there are people watching us on YouTube, okay? So say hello to YouTube. Hello, YouTube. All right. So we're gonna talk about harassment, right? Harassment. Yeah, it's really hard always. Not just the word itself, but everything around it, okay? So TNT is for free. It started in 2016, and we have next week we're going to have 15 talks in English, 15, and we have just 5 more to go. So the goal is to have 4 TNTs in English per day and for free. Okay, if 20 English practice it's not enough for you to improve your English, then I have an idea what's the issue. Maybe it's not English, okay? Maybe English is not the problem. So we have 20 per week. We're going to have 20. We have right now 15. And we also have Spanish, Italian, and French. We had yesterday the second meeting to talk about marketing in Portuguese. And we have a meeting to learn programming, to talk about programming, how to code and things related every Tuesday morning at 8 a.m. Okay? You can check that if you want in here, calendar.com/eaprendi. You can check everything we have, all right? So me and Anna, we're gonna do something different today. We are going to have 2 rooms only. One with her leading and another one with me, okay? And we are going to do the following. Anna is going to handle the guys, all right? And I am going to handle the girls, okay? And I'm going to let Anna in the main room, okay? She's going to be in the main room. And I am going to the breakout room with the girls, all right? We don't have questions, so we are going to create like live. We're going to create right now together, everybody together, okay? So we are going to talk about harassment, okay? So you can repeat yourself, harassment. If you don't know what's the meaning, we are not here to tell you, okay? You can check on lingui.com.br, all right? This is imagine, this is an immersion in English. So if you are abroad in the United States, England, Ireland, South Africa, Australia, New Zealand, or whatever, Russia, Spain, or whatever country, you need to use English. This is going to be the way. It's the same. It's really the same, right? So you don't have corrections. You have people helping you to speak, but it's not like, oh, it's wrong or it's right. It's just you're speaking, okay? Anna, ready for this? Very good. So Anna is going to deal with the guys, and she's going to try to bring their perspective on harassment, okay? So please help her. And I'm going to talk to the girls about the topic, harassment. So please, girls, help me, all right? So let's do it. I'm going to split in 2 rooms. Okay, we're gonna have 8 people. So Ana Clara, Giovanna, Leandro, let me exchange, Luana, Rogério with, yeah. So breakout room 2, breakout room 1. So Anna, do not accept, okay, the invitation. Right, so Victor, go to this. All right, very good. So let's do, okay, I'm gonna put, so the guys accept, the girls do not, okay? Oh, I think I did something wrong, actually, yeah. No. Sorry. Yeah, I did it wrongly. Let's get people back. Yeah. Sorry. My bad. My bad. I know.
It's okay. It's okay. It's morning.
It's
Yeah,
all
this
right.
is,
It's Friday.
it's just a warm up. So let's everybody put the energy up. Let's do a coach session. So everybody, like this. 1, 2, 3. No, stop. This is not a coach session.
My arms are
scream.
Yeah.
my arms are heavy today. Don't do this to me, please.
Yeah, sorry. I know. This is the exercise. Oh, we should have a next training session on TNT, right? I don't
Like
think anybody will appear.
CrossFit or something.
Yeah. Very good. So now there you go. Now it's okay. So guys, accept and let's do it. Ana Paula is being the co-host. Okay. So I'm moving. See you in a bit.
Why I'm here?
Uh-oh.
It's wrong again.
Yeah.
Philip is so confused today.
I will back. Stay here. What? We are in the main room.
We are in the main room, yeah. And Andre is here too, by mistake again. Oh no,
Oh,
Andre
no.
leave it.
Only
Left.
girls and the guys in the other room.
You're
You are
muted.
muted.
Anna, you're going to the other room. Okay. Yeah, I'm not good today because yesterday a truck passed over me and I didn't know what happened. So Anna is going to the room and the girls are here. So yeah, okay.
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 Okay. All right.
All right, now it's working. Yeah, it should be her here with the boys, but yeah, problem.
Yeah.
So Andrea, you're going to talk with the boys and the girls are going to talk with me. So it's not about me, it's about you now, okay? I am not going to say anything, really. And this is going to be hard, maybe. And I just want to know, like, you don't need to give lots of details and names and etc. because we are live on YouTube. That's why I wanted to make it a change, but maybe it's better to have the girls here so we can raise awareness, right? So maybe it's going to be good. So Giovanna, it's her first time here, right? So this week we are talking about sexism. And all the topics this week, we were talking and discussing this. Next week, we're going back to like random topics, but this week, it's this way. And girls, I want to hear from you. What do you understand by harassment? And then I'm going to just try to bring some questions for me to understand better the situation. And please help me with this. So it's your chance to really share some ideas.
Well,
Bruna?
I think I can start. For me, it could be a lot of things, right? Not just one thing. It's a word that embraces a lot of meanings. But for me, how do I say this? Summary, it's kind of when you don't respect the other person in any area that is related with her or him. In this case, we are talking about girls. So when you don't respect a woman in any area of her life, so could be psychological, could be sexual, could be moral, could be in any area actually. And I don't know if I can start to talk, but the one that bothers me more, it's when I am in the street and someone like looks at me or talks at me like I am there to, I don't know, it's something that bothers me, you know. And it didn't happen like a lot, but I am pretty sure that almost all of the girls, even I think all of the girls have suffered this, like being in a street and someone randomly calls at her or anything like this, or even worse. It's awful, you feel like you are there to, I don't know, to satisfy another person. You're not there. You're like doing groceries, you're buying stuff. This is the one that bothers me more, because I don't even know the person, and I don't know how to confront the person, how to fight this. I talk it a lot. I'll let any other girls to share here.
Here, just
Sorry. I agree with Bruna. I think harassment is like what she said, but when you don't give permission for the person space, and she he or she talk some jokes, or like this case, when you are on the street and you listen a lot of things, and it's so uncomfortable. I think for me is the worst kind of harassment that I pass when I go to the street. And one day I make a test, because I was thinking it's like, how can I say that? I think I am making wrong thoughts. Maybe the guys aren't do it for me. Just I am wondering. I don't know. So I make a test, because here near my house there is a no business point. So I sometimes I wait the bus, and one day I think I will make a test. So I was using a jean uh, a jean clothes, and okay, the cars pass and beep beep beep, and everybody say something. And the other day I make another test using another clothes, and again happen. And the other day I use like Molleton, like Gap, and again. So I think no, it's not stuffs of my mind. It's happened. So it's so difficult, and just a share that I want to say. It's difficult to say because yeah, it's so difficult.
Yeah, it already happened with me when I were wearing jeans. And I don't like to wear like tight jeans. I wear jeans more loose. Jeans, shorts, gymnastic clothes, hair up, hair down, like these t-shirts, any way you can imagine. It's
Like,
it's
and
awful.
we don't have to think about what clothes are we wearing, You have to be able to wear anything we want, and they don't have the right to do this. And I think you summarized that all the thing very well, because you said everything. I think I don't have anything to add. Sorry. And this, I really agree that every woman have been through this one day in her life, and it's very awful.
I think the point is that Sophia said, because my clothes or my way, my behavior does not uh, give you the freedom to act something with me. And if you didn't consent, it's not a compliment, it's not a flirt, it's not a joke. And sometimes we think, oh my God, it's my fault, what I did, and it's not our fault.
I agree you too. Uh, we ever, I have, I ever heard about this. I watched series when talk about this. Uh, it's not it's not our fault. Because because we we want to just to get out to do something. So it's not our fault.
Very good. And I'm gonna just bring questions for us to discuss. And have you ever talked to someone about this? Like, do you, at home with your friends? Do you have this kind of talk, especially with men that you know, like guys that are your friends, or even your boyfriend, husband, or father, uncles, or I don't know. Do you have this kind of talk? How do you feel about all the situation?
Well, I think we don't talk enough, but I do have this kind of talks with mostly with my friends. I think not with boys. I don't really talk about this with boys, but I think it's important. We have to share this because maybe most of them don't know how we feel, and but this don't give them the right to do this kind of things, and I don't know why they think they can do this, why they think they can disrespect us, and why they think this is not a disrespect, because I think most of them don't think this is disrespectful, and I don't understand why.
Yeah, about this, I don't think I talk with my friends that are boys, or even with my boyfriend, because I think unfortunately, we women get so used to go through these situations, we don't even think about it anymore. I have, like, I am always outgoing and always talking to people, but when I am at the street, because it happens so many times, like Anna said here, I have a closed face. And if anybody looks at me in the street, I'm looking like, what the hell are you looking at me? I am kind of like this. And I think we are used to this behavior because that's the way we learned how to deal with the situation. I barely talk with other guys about this, really.
Yeah, this week we are talking about sometimes we change our behavior on street because uh, to avoid this type of jokes or listen some stuff like that. So we every day, like me, every day, every time that I go to the street, I am like angry or my hair is not so uh, right to try to avoid this. So we constantly we change our behavior.
Giovanna?
Well, I don't have really what to say, but I think the sexism is like objectives of the woman. It's like I don't have much say. It's like I never conversations with my families what about, and is this.
Very good. Very good. Anyone else? Tracy, Luana?
I try talk with some guys, close friends. I try to talk and I laugh, and when they play uh, those jokes, oh, look at the girl, look the clothes. um, ela tá querendo, you know, and teach them, talk about how we feel about these jokes, and it's not funny, but sometimes very difficult because uh, they don't, they aren't open for this conversation. So sometimes it's hard.
Yeah, it's very sad that we got used to this, but I think it's a way that we find to protect ourselves, our mind, because if we are constantly worried about going out and passing through this, I think we were not going to live. So we try to don't see what they are doing, don't listen to them, and just like Ana Clara said, we change our behavior to avoid, and sometimes we do this unconscious. How do you say that?
Unconsciously.
Peace. Yeah. And it's very sad that we got to use it to this, but I think it's a kind of protection.
Yeah, and even if we talk about this with guys, and I think Anna is doing this in the other room, but even if we talk about with you, you won't understand what is the feeling, right?
Yeah.
You're muted, Philip. Please share something. I mean, we are talking about this. How do you feel about this when you hear those stories and those things?
I feel sad because I am the kind like I have been in the situation that I was the guy looking at girls. I was the guy saying something. I was the guy, doing the things you are sharing here. I am not. I feel sad about it, and that's why I brought the question. Have you ever talked? Because I think when we are a boy, we are raised to, like, we are not taught to deal with people, to deal with women. We are not taught to respect. We are taught to learn math, Portuguese, this kind of subjects. And pornography, it's something for boys that affects a lot the behavior. It's not an excuse. Okay, it's not an excuse. It's just a fact. And it's like that. We feel like, oh, okay, it's a woman, she's wearing this or that, and oh, she's gorgeous, she's hot, and you know, I don't even know how to explain this. But once I got into this conversation for the first time with a girlfriend, and she told me a couple of things how she felt, then I started to understanding. I don't know the feeling, really. I have no idea how it feels. But this is the reason we are bringing this here, and we are trying to protect the community, because we need to raise awareness, and it's about this. And well, I feel really sad, and I feel guilty because, and I'm totally sure 100% of men, they feel, and they should feel guilty, at least, because this is something, I don't know when it started, but we do, unfortunately. And I think this is really, really hard to say, like, live on YouTube, and I do this. What you're saying, I have done it. Like, I did. And sometimes I get myself, like, some words, and, I got really angry with a guy last week or this week. And he was like, it was like an idiot, a stupid situation. And then I went to his inbox on WhatsApp. Hey, let's talk man to man. Like, we are not child anymore. And then I realized, why am I saying like man to man? It doesn't make sense when you start learning, you know? It doesn't make sense. Like, let's talk as adults. Let's talk as human beings, you know? It doesn't make sense. And it just got my eyes because I shared the situation with a girl that she was reading all this stuff. And then she told me, what the fuck? And then I felt really bad because it's in here. It's really, you know, yeah. So it's really hard. And I don't know what else to ask. Sorry.
I think Sophia wants to talk. She's with open mic now.
I know, yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, Tracy.
it's hard until for us women because the society, the environment that we are. Some say it's like me, and I thought this thing before, you know, because I learned this way, and we grow up as if all of these things were normal, and it's not. So I think all of uh, all of we are learning every day, and I think this conversation is necessary because of that, for they open our eyes and thinking about it.
Yeah, and I have just remembered, Tracy, you are a dance teacher, right?
Yes, I estava me segurando aqui
Yeah.
because it's so hard in this environment, this ambient habitat, I don't know, and many situations because some guys looking for dance for to be close of the girls, and it's very common. And I teach ballroom dance. It's a dance for two people, a couple. So when I am teaching, I always try to learn this for my students. It's just a dance. We are together. We are enjoying the moment, the dance, but it doesn't yield the right to se aproveitar. I don't know. And this year, because of the quarantine, we have we had a big conversation and with the dance, the teachers, and of the I don't know how to say harassment, assédio, and it was the first time in this all this time the dance, the subject we talked about. It's very important and many discussions. Um, we are I don't know how to say this in English, but it's an important time for the dance and this subject.
Yeah, I think it's yeah, when we see like especially what's the name of that dance where you
My dance, it's Brazilian Zouk.
yeah, no, but there's another dance that's very it's from like you
Bachata.
yeah, like there are a lot of dances, but this one it I think every man in general, and I'm gonna put in general, uh when like it's from the Arabia, you know, the girl do like
Oh, that's a belly dance.
no, it's
Belly
not about,
dance.
no, it's I forgot the name. Oh shit, I totally forgot the name. And it's not about English, Portuguese, or whatever. I know I can see the girl dancing, you know, the belly, like they show the belly and they dance like this, and you know, I'm not a
It's
dancer.
belly dance.
It's belly
Yeah.
dance. Oh yeah,
Belly
yeah,
dance.
that's it.
Yeah.
Belly dance. I
Yeah.
thought it was volley dance because there's like
No.
volley or
No,
It's
no,
belly dance.
it's belly dance. Yeah.
Yeah.
belly dance. And I think as a man, when we see a girl, it's like dancing a belly dance. It's uh, well, it's really what you were talking in the beginning. You were saying about objecting girls. You know, it's really like that. Yeah.
It's such a beautiful, I mean, I think dance is very, very beautiful for us to see, even like the classic ones like ballet or something. But I think this could be a difficult area for girls because there is this question about objectification of the body of the woman, you know. And it's hard because I grew up like in a in a way in a family of people that were talking about bodies a lot, like, oh, how you gain weight the gained weight this month or something like this. And now, like, watching and seeing things on internet, on YouTube and everything, I never, ever, ever am going to comment on other people body, you know. Never. It's not my place to talk about this with the other person. If we are talking about like being healthier and eating better, it's one thing. And the other thing, it's like calling someone fat or calling someone uh, too thin or anything. And this happens to girls all the time, right? Please, someone share something because I don't believe this is only with me. I think all of the girls have listened to this kind of comments.
No, and I didn't suffer this, but my sister is fatter than me, and my family usually compares us. Then this is very bad, and I feel bad, and she feels bad, and you know they insist and in comparing the body of all of my families. And why? It's not you. It's let she be the way she wants to be. But she's lucky because she really don't really care about it. I think it may affect in some way, but generally she can deal with that very well, because some people really don't have this awareness about how important it is you to be okay with your body, and how people don't have to say nothing about how the way you are. So I think this is a very serious topic, because many women got sick because of that, and it's very bad. And that
Yeah.
Other
Some
crash, other
sorry.
question, it's like men still dancing. My brother love dancing. Is like for sociedade. It's like sociedade.
Society.
It's so hard to accept, and this dancing for men. I believe this is like an um sexism is like about sexism. I think so. You understand me?
Yeah. It's like people say, oh, it's a girl thing, you know. Oh, you're so girlish. Sometimes I don't know if this word exists, but I think it's something like that. And
I was talking. Sometimes people think if you are overweight, you are unhealthy. But even people who are thin or have a good butter with so many quotes because it's not the correct to say, but people is think she is healthy. No, so many people who are, oh my God, I have the best body, I don't have health. Sometimes are with enemy and want to show to the world the one thing that not real. So it's so difficult. You have to be healthy and being fine with your body, with your mind, and just it.
Yeah, when I was really thin when I was a child, and every single time, oh, you need to eat, you need to eat, you need to gain weight and everything. And like I have been working out, like I used to like I did a triathlon, so I was like sport addicted, swimming. Like I was raised swimming all my life, biking, running, and climbing, tennis, volleyball, all the sports you could ever imagine. So I was always thin, but the past 5 years, I started to gain weight because I stopped everything really, and now my parents, they started to say, oh, you're getting fat and everything, and people sometimes those who knew me like years ago, oh, you're really fat, what happened? Then yeah, what happened is I'm happy, I'm living my passion, I'm working with something I really love. This is what's happening. But I don't think girls, they do that, you know. I don't think girls reply.
Yeah,
Like,
I was going to talk like I have something that I want to say when people comment about this, like, oh, you gain weight, you are a little bit fat. My wish is to tell like, oh, are you buying my food? I didn't know that. This is what I wanted to answer, but actually sometimes I answer like, oh yeah, probably. I don't know. I don't check this in a long time, so I don't know. But that's like, why? Why are you talking about this?
So
This no need for this. No need.
nowadays, I just thank you. Oh, thank you. Like, oh my God, yeah, I want to do this. It's not your problem. Thank you. So I just thank you now.
Yeah, Anna said here, you don't buy my food. Yeah, I am. I want to ask the person like, are you buying my food? It's making you poor or something. I feel awful, awful.
Yeah, and if you say it, you are the wrong person. It's always that way. Tracy are talking about dancing, and I want to share something. I surf, so is a men's environment. No, I am not with my cam open, but not a male environment, but there is more men than women. So it's so difficult for me surf with a bikini because all the time the boys are looking for me with another eyes. I cannot feel comfortable about it, and they are just with Bermudas and without a t-shirt. But I can't use my bikini. So these days, the girls are use the hashtag I can use my bikini to just it. Hashtag I can use my bikini because it's so difficult to us to be there outside surfing, and there is so many jokes, and it's not okay. We can be there the way we want and just for fun. Some girls are professionals, so they are working in the sea, So it's it's like dance, the objectification of the woman. It's not correct. We are free.
Yeah, the things we talked about the street, like the harassment on the street, at the beach, you can like multiply it by 10, 12 times. The
Yeah.
only place that I never felt, never, ever, I went to the beach in the beginning of this year, never felt comfortable was at the beach because I am always worried that everybody's looking at me. And it's really, really bad, you know. I don't know if the other girls felt like this, but I never felt comfortable like in the beach, at the beach or in a pool or something when I'm wearing a bikini or swim clothes, you know.
Yeah, we have a lot of issues with our body, and at the beach is the worst place. I think all women feel a little uncomfortable because everywhere you are in the beach or with bikinis in a pool or something, you are feeling that anyone is going to look at you and to judge you judge your body, you know. And that's you feel, you know, when they are judging us because they look at you different, and this is not cool. It's very bad.
Yeah, and then like the way you wear your clothes, it shapes your behavior. Not for me, like I don't care if I'm just using a shorts or it's. I have never thought about like going to the beach and if I'm wearing this or that, or on the streets if I'm gonna wear a t-shirt or a short or whatever. I have never thought about it. So clothes, it's like a whole it's another scenario. And no.
I have a story for share. I can I?
Yep.
Uh, I work as well as a civil servant in a public agency undergraduate in law, and in this my work, a guy who works in the same place as me but in another sector. He is a supervision. It's a high position than me, than mine. And okay, one day he started talking to me, and that's okay. I like to be friendly and to friendship, whatever. I am always smiling, and okay. A few days later, it was my birthday, and in my work we have a quadro, a picture with the birthdays of the month. And on my birthday, he comes to my sector and gave me a gift, a, a terço, um terço. I'm religious, and he knew this, and it was very uncomfortable. I didn't want to accept, and he insisted, and okay, I ended up accepting the gift because oh my god, get out of here. And I'm very enjoyable because I don't know in this moment if it's okay or if ele estava dando esse mim or just being nice. And the next day he come again and asked me out with him. And in the time I had a boyfriend, and okay, I talked serious with him and cut the talking. And after this day he never looked at me again. And guys, I'm cool, but I'm not giving you a hard time. Eu não tô te dando mole. I'm just cool. I'm a nice person. And sometimes hard to know to be friends with a guy because he can confuse it every time and it's hard. That is it.
Yeah, very good. Yeah. I'm going to bring everybody back so we can, and I'm very curious about how was it in the other, not the other room. So, and I think this is what I see. The movement I see is we are raising our awareness with people who are already aware, you know, and I think it's really cool to bring people who are not involved or didn't realize yet. You know, that's the goal. Because then we got into a bubble and we are talking with people that agree with us, and it's really good to talk about something with people who agree with you and are okay. But and I know it's really hard to talk to someone who doesn't agree with us. So welcome back, boys and Ana Paula Batalha. It was really a battle or not?
Was amazing. I want to back for the other room. Yeah,
So,
we have no time enough.
I know. So Ana, please, how was it? We are like in our point of view as a girl, how was like being with all the guys and talking about this?
Yeah, I think we spend most of the time just creating the questions, but I don't feel it's bad, because if you have no opportunity to share your opinion or answer the question, you can just think about it, and it will change the way you are thinking. You don't need to tell me what you are thinking. If you just think, it's enough for us. We are here for make you feel, make you think. So it was amazing, the talk. And the most interesting question was about how to have a date without make the woman feel uncomfortable, how to express what you want, and under the limits, how to do it, how to handle this was really good. And Vitor and Junior sent some stories, tell us some stories, and it was really, really, really good. I love it, the topic.
Very good. From my side, I'm gonna say that it was really hard for me to listen because like the girls, they were sharing the stories and how they feel in the situations, and in like I felt like I am the person doing that, you know. So I'm not going to lie that like this objectification of the women and like, you know, all of this, I'm part of the problem, you know. So I did the things, but I think what's really important is to bring this up and to think, as you said. And yeah, it takes a while. It takes a while, but it worth talking, you know. And boys, one of the boys from the group, Heitor, please.
So was we talk about more than about boundaries, you know, and the important thing to perception about this, to every action you did has a reaction in the other person. So you can realize that, you can pay attention to that, and ask if it's comfortable and if it's nice to talk about this or not. And when you flirting with someone, you need to be respectful and realize that you if you rush these things, it's happened in the world for the woman in this case all the time rushing these things to them. So be be careful, be respectful, and ask and realize the reactions about that. If it's okay, it's not, and if it's not, stop it. And that's it. And that's it. On on this topic.
Yeah, I
One more thing. No, it's no. No, it's no, guys.
Yeah.
Just this.
Yeah, I think it's pretty simple to, you know, go out on a date or talk to a girl. Just talk about normal stuff. Hey, are you enjoying TNT? I don't know. Like, how's I don't know. Like, just ask questions like a normal person. You know,
Yeah,
how
what's
we,
your profession? Which movies do you like? And things like that. I love to talk about movies. I love to talk about work. I love to talk about the same thing as you guys. So, yeah, it's basically the simple questions, right?
I don't think it's so simple like this. Maybe if I don't know you and you see me here on the TNT and you try to say something to me, I will think, I don't know you, what you are trying to do. Maybe women are so tired about this. So sometimes the men have no intention. He's a cute guy. He's trying to do everything correct, but we are tired. So it's not so simple. Maybe you can try, and if you go in the best way that you can, maybe it will work for you and for this girl. But maybe with another girl, if you doing the same way, she will feel uncomfortable. Just because you are looking for her, maybe it's enough. So girls are not simple, and to be a guy, it's not a simple also. I think it's so hard, especially
yeah,
when we are talking about a date.
good point of view. Yeah, I say it's simple because, for example, I was thinking about TNT and that some girls they get questions from boys out of nowhere, like where this guy came from. So and then, hey, how are you? Like, you know, I don't get this kind of questions. And when I go to speak to someone, a boy or girl, I already have a kind of a relationship, or like if I have never talked to Tracy in private, but if hey Tracy, how are you? We already know each other. Like we are here, like Sophia or, you know, Bruna, Anna. So even Giovanna is the first time here. So I'm not going after this talk and, hey Giovanna, how are you? Like if I don't say right after what I really want to say, so, oh, it was your first time here. Did you feel okay? How was it? You know, there's a purpose and there's a link. But if you just go there without a reason, hey, how are you? Girls, we had a situation like this last week. A girl, I don't remember who was she, but she told me, oh, this guy came to talk to me, but I have no idea who is he. And, you know, and then the guy just said, oh, it was just a simple question. Yeah, it was a simple question, but we know most of times where this conversation is going, you know. So
Because there's no way I can know how what's this girl been through, you know. Because as I said, most of the sad stories it starts with what is your name and how are you? And then it escalates to another level of harassment, of trouble. So if you feel like you're like you wanted to approach a girl, but you don't have a connection to start a talk, then maybe you should simply like wait for the right moment, still have a connection, or she come to talk to you. Keep pushing to make a connection. It's hard because you might frighten the person.
yeah, and I just saw the profile Tracy shared, and it's so amazing, so amazing.
Everyone need to see this profile. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, Tracy, you should share on the Telegram chat. I think it's really good. And I just, sorry, please.
No, just I just want to say like the differences between the rooms, because you guys talked about like questions and boundaries and how to approach girls. Basically, that's what I understood. But we girls in the main room, we talked about situations, and the first thing that comes to our mind about harassment was like situations with strangers, like on the street or in the places we work or beaches and things like this. So it's very nice to see that you guys are worried about how to build a relationship without harassment, because it's so necessary for you to think about this. And we kind of like, I forgot the word for this, but it's like desabafar here in the main room.
Yeah, to chat or like just to release some thoughts. I don't know. Yeah, we could spend all day long talking about this, but we are on time, 10 a.m. So this is how TNT works. We have talks with respect, and we are going to bring more taboo situations. We're going to talk about hard things, but we are going also to talk about easy things like normal stuff. You know, we're going back to other random topics next week, and each host has the they can choose whatever they want. So it's a free environment where we can express our ideas. And I don't need to agree with everything. Bruna doesn't need to agree with everything. Rogério doesn't need to agree with everything, but we agree that we are going to listen. And this is really important. We are going to listen and try at least to understand why the person is saying that. It's not personal, you know? And I know you girls, you didn't talk about the things you talked because of me, or it wasn't personal, but I felt like, yeah, I was this guy, you know? And I think most of guys, they would have felt the same somehow. So for us, it's really important. And talking about myself, it's really important to have this conversation. And I want to thank you all for this opportunity. I want to thank the girls. Ana, thank you for being the host of the other group. And Victor, Rogério, Heitor, Leandro, Alexandre, Junior, thank you for trusting TNT and being so respectful to everybody. Yuri as well. And we're gonna have a talk with Sophia at 2 p.m. and it's going to be really interesting. She's 14 years old, okay? She's a child. And I know maybe she doesn't like to be called a child, but like it's child or adult, it's like just because of experience. But she's going to talk about sexism in childhood. And it's going to be interesting. So I'm gonna be there. So if you have the chance to come, please come to support her. It's going to be really good. And if you have anything to share or to talk, please come to me, to Ana, Bruna, or any other host, Heitor, okay, Junior, and let's have a conversation. All right. Thank you so much. Enjoy your Friday. We have happy hour today at 10, and we have Spanish at 8. We change it from yesterday to today, just this week. And I hope to see you later, okay?
Don't forget about the feedback. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the feedback. Yeah, please. We have the feedback, so please answer that. It's going to help.
It's what's the number of this video? I forgot. It's 200.
281, but you don't need to. You don't need to write the number anymore. We change it.
Okay.
It's easier. So you need just to choose the name of the host and the topic, like English, Spanish, programming, or whatever.
That's fine. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Leandro.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you all.
Bye.
Thank you
Bye,
guys.
thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you
Bye-bye.
all.
Guys, have a nice day.
Really nice
Bye
day
bye.
too.
Turn off the light. Wash your hands. Close the
Yeah,
doors.
wash your hand. Take a shower. Take a shower.
Take a shower.
It's
Yeah, it's
good.
always
It's good.
Yeah.
Friday. Yeah, use perfume, you know.
Right. Yeah.
Friday. Bye bye, guys. See you.